Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here. I got to be careful because I don't want to start a fire. It's never a good thing. Well, I mean, hey, start a fire, like it's not never a good thing. Sometimes it is a good thing. All right. We got sage today. I'm out of Palo Santo. And we'll clear this. I'm going to do a random collective reading. So this is the collective you who watch here. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do astrology or tarot. My information is down below. Astrology is actually like my baby. I love astrology. But I do end up doing mostly tarot because that's kind of seems like what people want. Anywho, in my meditation, like and subscribe if you like what you see here. All of my readings are timeless. Take what resonates and leave what does not. And if I'm not for you, then I'm not for you. Don't force it. Or me. In my meditation, there's a lot. So cleansing, I got water, I got cleansing. Palo Santo, I feel is for blessing. I use that more to bless my space, but sage is for cleansing. I've been doing like salt around my bed. I have to put some in front of the door stops. But water, cleansing, like drinking a lot of water, cleansing our bodies. There's just a lot of density moving through. And so the visual that I got is like, okay, there are a couple different things. So it was I'm terrified of really high water slides. So this metaphor worked really well for me. Some people may not be, but imagine you're going on a water slide that's tall enough that it would even scare you if you're like not scared that easily. And the water is like coming up and you're standing at the top, like, oh my God. And then you're like, I'm just going to go for it. I remember one time, I think it was in high school. We were at a water park or something. Maybe it wasn't high. Anyway, and I went on a water slide and I felt so brave that I did it. And I got a massive fucking wedgie. At which, like, I was old enough that I was super embarrassed around my peers. I feel like little kids would have just, anyways. But I did it, and it was like, it was so rewarding. And then afterwards, I was a little bit embarrassed. So there's something about like the need for bravery, the need for water, for cleansing, for like, fuck it all. I'm doing the thing. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care if I get a universally colossal wedgie. I'm going to do the thing because the act of doing the thing is really important. And with that visual, I was thinking, I noticed something when I'm frustrated and I'm journaling in the morning. I have been known to write, you know what? Whatever we got to clear, whatever I got to take care of, fucking bring it on, bring more of it on, like do it all. Let's do it all. And this is when I've already kind of had it up to here. And I'm like, whatever, how crazy can we make this? I put that in my journal. And then it's crazy because things will happen. And I've been kind of quiet for a while because I'm like, okay, I got enough. I have enough. I don't want to deal with more. But there's something about just being ready to face anything. Just all you got to do is look at it. If you get a wedgie, you could pull it out. You're going to be okay. But you will feel like you have, like, that's all it takes to conquer things, is to just move through them. The water will carry you. That's just coming through. But let's grab some cards and see what we get here that may go with that. In my contact with people, there are just a lot of things, and a lot of things being revealed, and that we have to, that we have to face? Are you carrying shame? Because that's kind of coming up. Yeah. Holy shit. Look, doesn't feel good. We're in a difficult place. The Three of Swords is heartbreak, but the swords are air energy. That's our mind. And it's because we are breaking our own hearts with like the way that we're thinking about whatever it is our situation is. And that is not to minimize. There are very heartbreaking things, but it's our mind that replays things over and over again, which is how we stay stuck in the heartbreak. But the Three of Swords can also be a card of healing. And this is the internal energy. And I think that's why we are really needing to cleanse and just kind of like dilute is the word that just came in, just sort of dilute ourselves with like water. Like we're just pushing, not even pushing, it's just we have dense stuff moving through us and it needs some help. It needs to be like broken up. And we can do that very literally by drinking a lot of water or, metaphorically, just doing whatever feels cleansing to you. I'm a big proponent of creating your own rituals, no matter how weird they are. They're just more authentic that way. And so to me, the energetic output when you create your own ritual and intention is more impactful than if you like it. Obviously, you can learn and get ideas from different people and practice because doing rituals feels weird at first if you're not used to it. But anyway, anything you can do to cleanse yourself because this heartbreak is just here. It's within. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Wow. What's in front of us? I pull, if you're new here, this is the Three of Swords. That's the internal card. It's what we're experiencing within. And the Four of Swords is what's in front of us, what is external to us. And it's the three and then the four. Once you move through the heartbreak, you come to a place of peace, prayer, meditation, calm, but also you have to rest. This is a card of rest and recovery after difficulty. So we're like literally in the Three and Four of Swords energy down here. I pull another card for what does God see, or what is the higher perspective, the universal view. Let's see on our situation down here. Knight of Pentacles. That's hard work. The Knight of Pentacles is the hardest working card in the deck. He moves slowly and methodically. The horse is not charging, it's just standing there. People might look at the Knight of Pentacles and be like, that guy's not doing shit. He's just standing there holding a coin. But he has plowed this entire field behind him. And now the crops will grow, but it's going to require a lot of maintenance and upkeep and hard work that like he's not going to immediately be able to enjoy the fruits of his labor. But the Knight of Pentacles is the most prosperous knight. He puts in the effort and is greatly rewarded. So God is acknowledging that we're doing hard work right now. And as we are in this energy, I think it's going to be important to stay grounded. I am getting a lot of water, but maybe if you can take a walk or go to the park or just go outside and put your feet in the dirt, anything to quiet the mind. Let's do, how is spirit helping us? Like, oh, that's quick. Oh, wow. Divine timing. Oh, there we go. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust the divine schedule makers. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. That's this right here. And then this is how spirit's helping. Everything in divine timing. I just heard God didn't rescue you from the ocean to let you drown in the bathtub. Somebody told me that one time. I thought it was amazing. We also got gentleness. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. Divine timing and gentleness. I think that gentleness is like with ourselves as well. Let me clarify the Three of Swords. I just want to see. So within, we've got this pain. We might be moving through like painful situations currently, painful situations from the past. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is brave, clear, logical, a man of few words, but when he speaks, people listen. This is mastery, mastery of the mind. Journal. You know, I feel like repeating, this is something I've said time and time again, but when I sit down to meditate or it's my quiet time or whatever, I've bumped it up to a half an hour. Sometimes my mind gets really, really busy, but I'm like, I look at the thoughts like they are toddlers and I don't get mad at myself for thinking, you know, because that sort of exacerbates. That's like yelling, you know, when you escalate and yell at your kids, sometimes it can make it, or yell at toddlers, whatever, it can make them even more rambunctious. But it's if you're like quiet and just observe, the thoughts will slow down. You know, they'll be like, she's not reacting to us. So anything that you can do, if your mind is running amok, just kind of get inside and step back a little bit and be like, I see, I witness these thoughts running around. But not mad about that. I'm just going to watch them until they exhaust themselves, because the mind can be very busy right now. With the Three of Swords, there can be like a busy mind just thinking, repeating situations that have occurred and past pain and trauma, or present pain and trauma. But if we witness that, it just wants to be seen. It wants to be acknowledged that it's there. Me too. What? Look. Sun's coming in my window. Gentleness. Again. That's so weird, you guys, because like gentle is not a word I think of when it comes to my tarot cards. You know what I mean? Or like readings or even my oracle cards, gentle. So we've gotten it twice. That's fucking bizarre. And I don't usually use this deck. Okay, so Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Find a loving friend. Find people that you can be at peace with, that you can spend some quiet time. Again, go for a walk in nature. It's nice out, getting nice out in most of the US anyway. Although I think my poor husband said in Colorado, it's pretty cold. And they got snow yesterday. So I'm going to pull a couple of moving forward advice oracles, and then we'll call it a day for the cards for this reading anyways. Energy flows where my intention goes. So at this point in time, I feel as though our intentions are for cleansing and feeling safe. You know you best. I choose to learn through love. We don't want to bypass whatever this pain it is, but we don't want to stew on it either. It's like, I do feel like maybe this is sort of a parenting ourselves, There's an exercise I do, but you have to really get into it. Like, you can't just kind of do it. It requires, like, for me to close my eyes and stuff, but sometimes I imagine I have a lot of tips and tricks, but I imagine that I'm a therapist and I'm a client of the therapist, and I lay on the couch as the client, and I just, talk about my pain or whatever. And then I'm the therapist who is writing down notes about me, the client. And it's kind of cool what kind of shit comes out there. Sometimes I'll be like, Teresa is processing this situation, blah, blah, blah. And it like gives me a bit of distance, but also I imagine the therapist is like, oh, I see what's going on here. We're on this kind of a journey. It allows me to give myself compassion for whatever it is that I'm experiencing. But anyway, I think that's all I've got for today. There's a lot going on. If you're watching this in real time, there's a lot going on. That Scorpio full moon was something else. And I think maybe we're kind of, in the recovery stage from that. But there's a lot still to occur astrologically. As a matter of fact, I believe Venus is going to be squaring Pluto coming up here soon, and that can feel like exposure, especially of like power, manipulation, control, etc. Yeah, you can click off by now unless you really like care about me or whatever, but there's a lot going on in my world work-wise with regards to this and kind of what I want to do. And I've been struggling with when I get to a certain spot. And I think that I have been learning that I'm never going to be in that spot I'm looking for, like the perfect place to launch. It's like, no, bitch, you got to run and fly, like jump into the air. That's how this is going to go. Maybe the universe will help me with a little cliff or something, but anyways, but I'm getting my legs are running. Okay. How's that for the metaphor? My legs are running. I feel like I'm moving in a right direction, in a direction. I'm moving, but I do appreciate all of you who have just been loyal, and any newbies that have made it this far. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a great day on Earth. Peace. Namaste. Remember, be gentle with yourself.